So he's just a kid that's going to want to come out here and grind and want to improve in every aspect that he can.
It's looking pretty good for him out here right now. So he's up there with the big dogs, and he's one of the top 10 quarterbacks in the nation is what I'm hearing.
Santi embraces everything happily and ready for the next challenge every day.
You know, everybody out here knows who Santi is, and like I said, every time you got to come out into this field, you know, you're out here to make a statement, and you know, you're representing obviously your team, but also who you are as a person as well, and who you are as a player.
I'm Santi Showtime Cruz. I'm 10 years old and I play football. A typical day for me consists of speed and agility in the morning, drills to get my feet faster and better footwork.
Got warmed up on the treadmill, so you know we did a lot of sled work today, explosive work with the medicine ball. We focused on a lot of footwork. It was just mainly footwork. Now he's getting older, we can focus on more resistance, add resistance, and actual weights. Probably here by next year, start adding weights and he'll really start being explosive. Oh man, explosiveness, that's what every athlete needs. Everybody wants to be bigger, stronger, faster. So in order to get to that point, you gotta be explosive. So you gotta have that strength, and he can already launch it. And everybody knows with quarterbacks, it's not all about the arm, it's about the legs. You know what I mean? That leg drive.
And then after the speed and agility, a recovery session. He just helps me recover my body so I'm healthy for the next day and I can repeat it all over again. It's very important because you can get hurt if you don't stretch. I started playing flag football whenever I was 4 years old. I immediately loved playing flag football.
His first year playing quarterback was his second grade. He threw a touchdown in the corner of the end zone. That's really when it hit for me that, you know, I had a quarterback on my hand. I realized right away that he had a high IQ for the game, and his athletic ability started to mature as his age. I decided to go to the next level when, probably after his second year, I started to train him myself, and I trained him as far as I could before I had to start getting him actual trainers, feet work, quarterback coaches, before we really started training.
I've always enjoyed watching his footwork. Obviously, like I said, he's a great kid. But as far as, you know, on the field goes, man, he's just got such great feet, you know, especially for his age. And really, his IQ is pretty good for his age. He does a lot of things really well. I've been impressed really by his footwork and just his eagerness to want to learn the position.
Right now, he's done with flag football. We moved on this year to his first year in tackle. So now, from this point on, we're gonna go forward with tackle football.
So that was really I guess the only question I think that we all had is how he would take the contact, because you know he's such a finesse player, and he's been playing flag for years. How was his game going to translate? And this being his first year, getting used to taking the hits. Big kids out there. There's some really big kids out there nowadays. So taking those hits, taking those shots, and still able to play his game and still play at a really high level and still dominate the competition, that says a lot. So his confidence has grown.
My proudest moment is this year, in my first year playing tackle football, is making it to state and winning MVP. This is my all-star jersey from last week when we won. The ring's right there for it. I got the name Showtime because my dad gave it to me. It was his name and then he gave it to me. Showtime just means to show up and play.
He's a young kid of few words, but ever since this past season has gone, his personality, he's coming out of his shell more, obviously with a lot of the attention that he's getting. So it's really cool to see him coming out of his shell. So now he's been able to poke his chest out a little bit and really get that confidence that we knew that he had all along. So it's good to see him applying that into all the things that he's doing now.
I actually think these are my favorite ones, Patrick Mahomes ones. I met Patrick Mahomes yesterday.
Nice to meet you. I like the hair. Looks better than my hair right now, man.
He actually signed my football right here. He gave me some advice. It was fun. We got to throw some passes.
Oh yeah, that's all I needed right there.
Be the player their coach warned them about. I like this one. It's because it has a good mentality behind it. I think coaches are already warning players about me.
Oh yeah, you know, the few times that we've had to face him, everybody knows who he is. He's always been a great player. He's 10 now, so when he was about 7, 8 years old, you could kind of see that he is a special kind of player.
Salty actually does very good with schoolwork. He's a straight A kid. Homework's always done first. Grades are the most important thing to a quarterback. Quarterbacks have the most strenuous position on the field, They have to know everybody else's position. They have to be the smartest guy on the field at all times.
I think the QBIQ session is the most important. It's an online quarterback class with Trent Dilfer and Chris Hickson, and they go through like all the things you need to know as a quarterback, like about reading the defense and the routes, things that work in the defense.
What do winners typically have? More points. All you got to do is make sure you have more points and you'll be a winner. That's it. It's easy. I told you football is simple, man. Nothing's complicated.
Football in this part of Texas is huge. This is the mecca of football probably across the U.S. Friday night lights. It doesn't get any bigger than Midland and Odessa.
It's actually one of the most storied programs, actually in the country. So we're in a really good spot right now for football. I'd be very excited to get him on my team. Hardworking kid, very positive, very good to be around. Anytime he's out here, he's high-fiving everybody, just doing things that leaders do.
Definitely a lot of work goes into being a leader on the field, but I don't find it as work, I find it as fun for me.
When Santi's not playing football, he likes to play video games, play outside basketball with his friends, joke around with his little sister. They love playing laser tag at Synergy. There's bowling, there's games. They can spend hours there.
I like to play video games. I like to go outside with my friends and play basketball. I like Synergy a lot. I bowl, I play the games there. I do laser tag, I do skywalk. I do pretty much everything. I won because I take no days off.
Proof is in the pudding, He's balling out. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing out here, and with social media blowing up the way that it is, man, he's really owning that. So I think no matter what happens with football, I think he's going to be just fine.
I don't want to put too high expectations, but it would definitely be to play on the next level and let that open however many doors that can on a Division I level for him.
My goals in football are to use my platform to get a D1 scholarship and then take my career farther. After college, I want to go into the NFL.
The sky's the limit with that kid. I think he's really got the ability to play at a high level, whether that's college, NFL. It all depends on his process and how he grows. But obviously right now, he's a very special kid. And I see him going really, really far with this football career.
Having that swagger, having that confidence in yourself, that's where it starts. You gotta believe in you first, and once you believe in you, the rest will take care of itself, especially when you start showing your true abilities.
No days off to me means an opportunity to get better. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe.